I want to thank everyone for stopping by my channel today and participating in our newest pattern. This is a boxer short, real simple pattern for the beginner sewer or even advanced sewer. If you just need some boxer shorts, I made this out of polyester jersey knit, and it's real lightweight, and I'm going to use those as a sleeping shorts. So I'm starting out with cutting out my pattern pieces. They're just two. There's the front and there's the back. One good tip here is to, if you have any weights, like for weightlifting, you can always use them as weights on your to hold your patterns down on your material. And that's what I did. My husband had some old ones laying around. We're gonna go take them to the Goodwill, and got thinking these would make perfect weights for my sewing. So after I get the front and the back pieces cut out, I fold them up together, the front pieces together with the back pieces. Oh, that's where I purchased the material for $1 a yard. I purchased 5 yards, but I didn't use them all for one pair of shorts. But I did get it on a great buy. Okay, we're going to start with sewing up the center seams on the front and the back. Put the right sides together for the two front pieces together with the right sides facing, and going to sew up the middle crotch and do the same for the back. Okay, now I'm going to start sewing everything up. Just leave your pieces together as you cut them out. The two front pieces together and the two back pieces together. Then you can just sew down the middle crotch area seam with a 5/8 of an inch seam, and I give it just a slight pull as I'm sewing because it is knit. And I'm going to link an article about the straight stitching on knit below. Okay, now I'm getting started on the back two pieces, and I'm going to do the same thing, 5/8 of an inch seam with a straight stitch and down the center crotch, pulling slightly on the material, not enough to make it pucker, but just a slight stretch. I'm showing you guys right here where I use my serger to serge up the seams also. Now I'm going to lay each piece out, the front two pieces flat and the back two pieces flat. And now then turning them to face each other with the right sides together. Now we're going to join the front and back together. Now we're going to sew up the side seam. Now we're going to sew up the center crouch seam. Okay, here I'm sewing up the crouch seam. Okay, I'm sewing up the middle seam, the crouch seam, and I'm making sure that the seams are matching from the front and the back. Also, I'm going to adjust it so that the seams don't bunch all there together. So I'm going to turn one to the left and one to the right. So the front to the left and the back to the right. So there won't be so much bulkiness between your legs in that one spot. Okay, really I was supposed to sew the crouch up first and then sew the sides. So I sewed the first side together and then I realized I hadn't sewed the crouch, so I sewed the crouch together. Now I'm sewing the other side. To show the back from the front, I'm going to take a little black piece of elastic and attach it at the very top, almost like a little label. After I measure the elastic to my waist, I am going to take it and put it together, the ends together, and I'm going to seam them together by laying them flat on each other and making a box. And through the box, I'm going to make an X, and it should be secure that way pretty good. You can seam it together any way you want to. Just make sure that your ends are laying flat and your circle is not twisted when you get done. Now that I have it all seamed up, I'm going to divide the circle into four. So and I'm going to mark it with a pen, a straight pen, because it's just easier for me that way. You can use a marker of some sort, like the chalks, but I decided to just use the pens, and I don't have to worry about getting the chalk out after I get finished marking it. So I mark the one side to the next side, just using my pen. Then I go and flip it, and then I'm going to go in the middle of those two sides, matching up the sides that I had already marked and making it 4 even sections. Now those 4 even sections, after I get finished marking them, are going to be placed on each of the seams, the left seam of the hip and the right seam of the hip, the middle seam of the front, and the middle seam of the back. Okay, what's really important that you make sure that you match your right sides together. So the right side of your circle of elastic to the right sides of your material. That's why I'm doing it wrong right now. I'm show you. You see me pinning it to the wrong side, to the right side of the elastic. It's supposed to be the right sides together, right side of the elastic to the right side of the material. So now I've corrected it, and I've picked up when I got to the next side, next seam, that that I hadn't done the first part right. I left the wrong in there because I wanted to see how easy it is easy to do. So just make sure you got right side to right side, elastic to the right side of your material. And do that all the way around. That's why I use my pins. It's because once I have the pins there, I don't have to worry about getting another pin again. Use the same pin to match the side seams and the front seams using the same pins. Now you have a little gap there, and you just pull your elastic, and we're going to seam that all the way around using about 1/4 of an inch seam. So not 5/8 of an inch, about 1/4 of an inch of seaming to put that on. So once you get your needle down in place to start sewing, you can give your elastic a little pull and stretch it so it fit the width of your fabric in that section. And you do that for all 4 sections. Okay, I'm hemming the shorts by just simply turning the material up 1/4 of an inch and running a straight stitch around the width of the leg. And there was no need to turn it up twice because the material doesn't ravel. It is knit. Okay, you guys, these shorts turned out really fantastic, I think. And I'll have the link to the various sizes of patterns below. Also, the Amazon link will take you to some material that's similar to this material. Also, if you use the link, I do get a little bit from you using that link. You don't have to purchase material, but if you need to purchase anything from Amazon, think about using my link. And I just want to say thank you, and please give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Also, subscribe. I'll have more to come.